Good morning. Good morning. This is your favorite speaker, Britton Harvest, and I want to talk to you all today about passion. 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 That's a strong word. That's a very strong word. And you're going to meet a lot of people that are going to lack passion. You're going to meet a lot of people in your lives that are going to be so subtle and so minuscule to where you're going to barely even realize that they were in your presence. And the reason is because they're lacking passion. The reason is because they came into your life and you barely even recognize that they were there. And when somebody comes into your life, or when somebody that you meet has passion about them, when somebody that you meet, they have a fiery energy about them that they just get fired up every time you're talking about a subject and they just get so excited. That person is coming to you because that person is passionate about what it is that they're talking about. That person is passionate about their feelings. That person is passionate about making a difference. And so when you meet somebody, and no matter what subject you all are talking about, they don't show any passion, it makes you wonder, who are you? Where's your spirit? Where's your soul? Where's that fire that's burning deep down inside of you? Because everybody has it. Everybody has that flicker burning deep down inside, and it takes that right person to come along and ignite it. If you don't have that person igniting your flicker or your fire, you're never going to flame. You're never going to fulfill your passion and your dreams. You're never going to be the person that you are destined to be, because instead of somebody flickering and lighting your flicker or your flame, they blowing it out. Every chance you get, they blowing it out. Every idea that you come up with, they blowing it out. Every dream that you've come to them and say, hey, I got an idea. Hey, I want to know if we can do this because, we're dating and I want us to build together. Hey, why don't we do this? And you sit down and you come up with a plan, and all of a sudden you realize that that person doesn't share the same passion as you. The next thing you know, they're blowing it out. There are a lot of you all in situations where you are dreaming and you have big ideas and you want to accomplish those ideas, and the person that you are entertaining is blowing it out because they're not passionate. Y'all don't share the same energy, and because of that, it gets depressing because you carrying this person on your back and you trying to carry that load plus other loads into the family, and you can't do what you need to do because you're too busy carrying all of this dead weight because you are entertaining people with no passion. You're entertaining people with no drive, people with no sense of direction. And you're wondering why you don't have the energy to do what it is that you're trying to do and fulfill your dreams, what you are destined. You've been put here on this earth for a reason. But you can't fulfill your destiny when you sit here entertaining people that don't have passion. If you're not passionate about something, you're empty inside. You're empty inside because everybody has something that they should be passionate about. You got educators who have chose the field of going to school 4 to 6 years to become an educator because they're passionate about helping kids. They're passionate about the next generation that's coming up behind us because they don't want them to fall short of the bar. They want them to come behind us and raise the bar. So they chose that field because they're passionate about it. What are you passionate about? Have you ever asked yourself that? Have you ever sat in your room, TV off, phone off, you're looking at the four walls and the ceiling and say, you know what? What am I passionate about? Ask yourself that. Because once you ask yourself that and you find your answer, from that point forward, you're starting to live. From that point forward, you're starting to make moves. From that point forward, anybody that is not in the presence of you that's going to assist you in what it is that you're trying to do, you don't have time for it. Because you're passionate. You have drive. And nobody's going to come in the way of you and get in between what it is that you are trying to accomplish and where you are at that particular moment. Quit letting people blow your dreams out. You can look at it as if birthday candles. You come to that person with a dream. You come into the table with a birthday cake. You got it all pretty. You got the icing on it. You got the cherry on top. You got the wording, and you got it personalized specifically for them. Like, this is my dream, but I want you to be a part of my dream. And I bring it to you, and I sit it on the table. And before you know it, that person has already made a wish and blew it out. Because they're not passionate. They don't care about your passion. They don't care about what interests you. Only thing they care about is you being this minuscule person, just like they are, who does not have drive, who do not have any dreams, who does not want to fulfill anything in life, but to go to work, maybe some of them may not even be working. Go to work, maybe, sometimes. You know, they fickle about that as well. They don't have any aspiration. You ask them what it is they want to do 5, 10 years from now, they don't know. They don't know because they haven't thought about it. And you've been wasting a lot of time with somebody who doesn't even dream. And ain't nothing worse. There is nothing worse than a person who's been going through life not living. Going through life without dreams that they're trying to accomplish. Because it starts off as a dream. And once you go from a dream, once you begin to awaken yourself, that dream all of a sudden turns into a goal. Now all of a sudden you got a plan of action to reach that goal. But it all starts with a dream. And if you don't have a dream, you don't have any passion. And when you're lacking passion, that little flicker that's inside of you, it's gone. It's gone. And it's going to take somebody to come along and ignite that flame again that's been dormant inside of you for so long, and you wondering why it never worked out between you and that person. It's because that person was only seasonal. That person wasn't meant to be in your life forever. That person wasn't meant to be in your life for as long as they've been in your life. That person was only there for you to realize, you know what? Now I know what it is that I don't want. Now I know what it is that does not work. Now it's time for me to find out what works for me. What works for me? What gives me that drive? What gives me that inspiration? Because I know what my passion is now. And now that I know what my passion is, none of that is going to come in my way. None of that is going to deter me from doing what it is that I got to do, because I have a passion. I have a dream. I have an execution, and I have a plan of action that says, you know what? With all of these coupled together, there's no reason why I will fail. There is no reason why I would not succeed, because until I stop trying, I haven't failed. And I'll be damned if I ever stop trying. Because that light that was inside of me that was flickering, it's flaming now. It's flaming now. And all of a sudden, out of this flaming, all of a sudden now y'all want to come in and ride my coattail? No. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. So why you finna sit up here now and ride my flame? This is not gonna happen. You got to find somebody else to blow the candles out on. You've blown out my candles for far too long. Those days are over. Your season has passed. Find your passion. Find what it is that makes you want to burn inside of you, that gets you up in the morning. that makes you say, no matter what, I'm finna knock this dream out. This goal is nothing to me. It's a piece of cake, literally. Because once you start accomplishing goals and knocking them out, you got to have little small victory parties for yourself. You got to take a trip. You got to go on a shopping spree. You got to do whatever it is that you got to do to say, hey, I need to reward myself for what it is that I'm doing. And after you finish rewarding yourself, it's turn around and you got to turn around and do it again. And you got to turn around and do it again. Then all of a sudden it becomes a cycle. Then all of a sudden that repetitiveness is going to propel you to where it is that you're trying to go. And before you know it, the money that you was making, you're in a totally different tax bracket now. Uncle Sam looking at you totally different now. But guess what? You made it because you're passionate. And with all that being said, this is your favorite speaker, Britton Harvest. Hashtag breadcrumbs. Hashtag rack, random acts of kindness. Hashtag Gigi. Find your passion. And by the way, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, it's been real. I love you all. I'm out, man.